Hi, my loves. How is everyone? Today I'm going to be looking at how you turn your foes into fans. Spicy. You all know how I do these. These readings are strictly for entertainment purposes, but substance can be found in the information I share on here. So, head on down to the description box, click the bottom left corner of this screen. You are going to see a small word that says more. You're clicking on that and you're going to see these cards pop up as well as timestamps. So trust your intuition, it is going to guide you accordingly. Alright, if you are confused in any way about how to understand my card readings, there is a video on that, so I would strongly recommend that you go look at that video first before you look at my card readings. All right, okay, let's get into it. So for pile 1, I have here the Ace of Wands. For pile 2, the 5 of Swords. For pile 3, the 10 of Wands. And for pile 4, the King of Cups. Okay, so pause the video if you need to. Okay, look at the cards, head on down to the description box and look at the card names and trust your intuition. Okay, so first let me just look at why you have foes in the first place. Foes are enemies. In case you all don't know the meaning of foes, foes are enemies. I think for you, pile 1, you have enemies because of the good opportunities that you have. Okay, I think you naturally create enemies because of the passionate energy that you carry. People hate on you or choose to become your enemies because of that. Okay, I think for this pile 1, you could somehow attract a lot of envious people. Not because you're a bad person, but because you naturally have a lot of good opportunities in your life, and that would usually create a lot of envy, okay, and jealousy. So yeah, that is why you have foes. That's why you have foes. I think it's nothing you're doing wrong for pile 1. It's just because of your opportunities. Yeah, so let us see. And opportunities could be anything, eh? It could be opportunities in love, it could be opportunities in work, it could be opportunities in life, it could be opportunities in business. It could be anything. So let's see how you turn your foes into fans. Okay, I'm gonna be allowing these cards to guide me. How does pile 1 turn their foes into fans? Yeah, I think you show your enemies or your foes, you show your foes that you are not as competitive as they assume. Okay, you prove to them that you are just a passionate person. As I said, you all carry a lot of passionate energy, and because you have that drive, sometimes people who don't have that same amount of drive could grow envious of you and become your foe for that reason. Okay, yeah, not your problem, pile 1. That's a them problem, not a you problem. Let's see, how do you turn your foes into fans? Yeah, love is a guide if you let it be. I think you show your foes that love is there for everyone, and that you genuinely are just a loving person, and you genuinely want to see everyone be in that frequency of love, you know, because you know personally what that frequency, that high vibrational frequency, can do for you. When you are in a high frequency of love, you attract more opportunities. Okay, and I think for you guys, you just really want to see everyone win. Similar to me, similar to myself, I think you genuinely want to see everyone win. Yeah, so your foes turn into your fans when they realize what you're about. Okay, I think people can have really bad misconceptions about you. Okay, for some of you, because of your cooking skills, because of maybe you talk about food, maybe you have a Instagram page where you post pictures about your food, maybe you talk about the benefits of certain foods, etc. Whatever it is, these people become fans when they realize that you are good at what you do. So also, I'm going to interpret this as cooking up good ideas. I'm not going to interpret this only as food. I'm going to interpret this as you are awesome at cooking up good ideas, creative ideas, as a matter of fact. And you inspire some of these haters. You inspire your foes, pile one. You really do. You inspire your foes, and they may not tell you that, but I'm telling you that based on the cards now, that you inspire your foes. You really do. Okay, and that's how they become fans. Right? So you can also be a guide to your foes. You help them actually. And they may, obviously, if they're a foe, they wouldn't tell you this, but you actually help these people to cope with stress, just by your ability to defuse and de-escalate situations. You can really be a guiding light to these foes, and when they realize that you are on a different frequency vibrationally, they actually respect you in return. Secretly though, they wouldn't tell you that. They wouldn't tell you that, because they're too filled with envy to say anything. But guys, let me tell you something. Envy stems from having a lack mindset. When you feel like you don't have enough, you don't attract enough, you are not good enough, etc., you become envious of people that vibrate at a higher frequency. Okay, and you all know I love to talk about shifting your energy all of the time on this channel, because physics says that we are all energetic beings. We're made up of molecules, particles that vibrate at different frequencies. So imagine what you can attract if you just work on your vibration and your overall energy. You can attract great things into your life. Okay, but it starts at a mindset level. Your mindset pretty much determines a lot in your life. Yeah, so there is that. So you turn your foes into friends when they realize that you genuinely want to help everybody, literally, even them. I think for you, pal one, I saw this video online, where this guy walked up to a glass container in a zoo, and there was a sign that said venomous, and instead of him reading the sign as venomous, he looked at this creature and was like, Venomous. Hi, Venomous. You're so cute. And it's like, that is the energy you exude, pile one. You could literally look at the most vile person and be like, hi, how you doing today? You good? Maybe you might offer that person a drink, a serial killer. I don't know. I'm just randomly giving you all an example. And just because of the energy you exude, those people, you probably had interactions with killers before and you don't even know it, pile one. And that's dark and a very cryptic message, I know. But it's probably, I'm saying that to show you all the intensity and the propensity at which you could really affect people. And I don't think you're not aware of it, or maybe you are. But you probably met some very sketchy characters before that could have probably harmed you. And because of your energy and the love that you carry in your heart, these people saw right through that. They saw that you were a well-intended person and they just did not want to hurt you, Some of you could actually have some of your foes turn into your fans, but also turn into fighters on your behalf. That is what I'm channeling intuitively. So let's say somebody started a hate campaign against you and they try to get a bunch of people to group up on you, and these people start looking into you. This is just a random example, okay guys, I'm just channeling the message. Let's say that happened and these people look into you and are like, no, but why would you want to hurt this person, and then those people could actually attack the person that started these rumors or started this hate campaign about you. So that is the type of energy you carry and you exude pile 1, and that is how you turn your foes into fans, because they realize that you're just well intended. Like, you literally have good intentions for people, and they can tell. Okay, so let's see, how do you turn your foes into fans? Christ who praise. Yeah, you teach them that they too can be prosperous. I think you are a guiding force for people, and you literally show others how they can become more prosperous just by what you talk about. Maybe you may have a podcast, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you have an Instagram page, maybe you have a Facebook page that promotes positivity and overall wellness. And when these people see you, this looks like a plant. Okay, they see that you are growing, they see that you want to help others to grow, and you actually inspire these people. You inspire these people by how you teach them to become prosperous. You teach these people, you school these people. Okay, that's how you turn your foes into fans. Pile 1. Okay, I'm getting here a total of 3 people could have been like monitoring your page or your profiles, or this is just a side message, not to scare anybody, but just to let you know that there could have been at least 3 people. 3 people. Could have been 3 masculines, because this color is green and that's a very masculine color. 3 masculines could have been looking at your profiles, monitoring your profiles, for whatever odd reason. And they too are now inspired by you. They're inspired, and probably you motivate these people to become better, or to do better, or to attract better into their life. If not, it could have been 3 feminines in their masculine energy. Okay, and you inspire. That's how you turn your foes into fans. Pile 1. I love you. I'm sorry that you have foes to deal with, but I'm here for you. Feel free to email me if you want to talk about it. Pile 1. My email address is also in the description box, so feel free to shoot me an email. I would respond as soon as I can. Yeah, so let's go on to pile 2. Okay, so right away I can tell just by looking at this card that you have foes because of your ability to I think honestly stand your ground. I think you stand your ground. You're not afraid of conflict. You don't back down from conflict. So for example, if somebody steps to your left, telling you something out of time, and you are not afraid to communicate, because this is swords energy. I think for those of you that chose pile 2, you're really good with your communication. You know how to hit where it hurts. And swords are also indicative of it's also representative of mental space. So you know how to get into people's mind space, pile 2, and you know how to make people feel exactly how they probably try to make you feel. Maybe you can act as a mirror. So if somebody comes up to you and says something like, wow, look at that navel breaker you have on, look at that shirt you have on, it makes your stomach look fat. You might probably be the person to say, have you seen yourself in the mirror today though? And just leave it there. Okay, pile 2. And that is why you have foes, because you mirror back to people. If you look at this card, right, look at the shape on these so this is like the mirror in the middle. This is like the reflection. So it's coming, whatever people send to you, it comes back to them. So you're good at sending back to people what they serve to you, but in a very intellectual, smart way. Very, very intelligent, pile 2. Yeah. So let's see. How do you turn your foes into fans? You're very talented, especially with your words. I think you have the gift of gab, pile 2. You know how to convince people. You really do. You know how to speak. You know how to advocate for yourself, which is important. I think it's super important for people to know how to speak up for themselves and to advocate for themselves. So you're not afraid of backing down You're not afraid, sorry, to, why did I say you're not afraid of backing down? Okay, let me interpret that because it came through. So maybe you're not afraid of backing down when you need to, um, just so you could study people more. I think you, pile 2, know how to strategize. You know how to, according to the old folks say sometimes you have to give people enough rope to hang themselves. So maybe that is something that you do, pile 2, where you allow people to hang themselves by their own words or by their own actions. You allow people to fall into the grave that they dig for you, and you are very strategic, you're very smart. So let's see. Yeah, you also have passed on loved ones and angels that guide you. Side note. You also have people in your life that guide you. It could be older heads, older people that are on your side. But you turn your foes into fans when they see how guided you are. When they see that you actually have a connection with the spiritual world. Some of you could be very spiritual that chose this pile. That won't be for all of you. So if you know you do not identify as spiritual, please do not take that message. So you turn your foes into fans when you show them that you're willing to share your space with them. For example, if you have a YouTube channel, this is just a random example, your foes become fans when they realize that you're literally just trying to share info with them, share good info, share info that could be beneficial to them. There may be some messages for you in pile 1, so go look at that. And just the fact that you share with these people, they come on, they look at your stuff, it makes them into fans, because they too become inspired to live up to their fullest potential. And that's all you're trying to do, I think, pile 2, with your communication. So even if you don't have a YouTube channel, you could have a podcast or something where you speak, because this is the swords energy, mental energy, okay? Yeah, that's how you turn your foes into fans. Let's see, how else does pile 2 turn their foes into fans? Very smart. What did I say? There's an intelligence about you, pile 2. Very intelligent. I think people may assume that you're just not very smart, probably because of how you look. There's something about that is coming through. Maybe you could oh my goodness, I don't like this channel message. Okay, so in my country, in the Caribbean, because I'm from a Caribbean country, they say, oh, you're looking bebe, so so bebe is when people look at you and they assume you're dumb. So maybe people assume that you're dumb. People assume that you're just not very smart for whatever odd, stupid reason. But I think for you, pile 2, you're very smart, and you know how to strategize in social situations, and you know how to get into the psyche of people. Okay, you're very good at that. Some of you will be excellent in business if you try to get into business, maybe negotiating deals. Maybe you are business people that chose pile 2. Okay, business could mean anything. You take it how it resonates for you. Let's see. Yeah, so you turn your foes into fans when they realize that you have a softer side to you. So maybe people could approach you thinking, you're probably cutting with your words, or you're this, you're that, and they assume a lot of things that are wrong about you, pile 2. And when they realize that you have a softer side, a more romantic side, it softens your foes. They realize that you too have love within you, and yeah, it makes them really second guess their intentions. Yeah, exactly, that's what I just said. Love, you exude love, you give off that vibe of love, you try to share love, you try to promote love, you try to tell people, hey, listen, love is a high vibrational frequency, and if you tap into it, you can attract more opportunities into your life. You can attract people that vibrate on the same frequency, because you all know everything is energetic in this world. Okay, physics talks about it. We're all vibrational creatures. We vibrate, not like in a literal sense, but in an energetic scientific sense, where the energy we exude is felt by others and by extension the universe and the planetary system. So an example of this, simple example, look at how the moon impacts crops. Okay, the energy of the moon when it's full, because of its is a lot of factors at play. For example, the gravitational pull on the earth and its positioning in the sky when it's full. All right, so there is that. But I think you understand how planetary alignments work, pile 2, or you may have an idea of how those things work in tandem with each other, and you try to promote that. You try to tell people, hey, listen, the planets are there to guide us, energy is real, da 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 da, all those things. You try to get as much positivity out into the universe as you can, and your foes turn into fans because of that, because they too realize that, oh my god, it's true. Maybe when they start to do their research, they realize that they are vibrational creatures as well. We exude certain energy. The energy that you put out into the universe is exactly what you're going to attract more of. So for example, if you vibrate at the frequency of hate, if you exude a lot of negative energies, you're going to attract more negative experiences into your life. But if you work on your frequency and you meditate more, you sit out in the sun more, you spend time in nature more, you eat more high vibrational foods that are alkaline, all those things. If you practice that and you talk about those things, that's how you turn your foes into fans. Because from what I gather, some of your foes, they just don't really know about these things, and you have the knowledge, pile 2. So your knowledge could actually intimidate some of your foes, but equally so, it inspires them. So that is how you turn your foes into fans. It's something about your talents too, and I think you encourage people to tap into their natural talents. Okay, because we were all born with talents. It's just that some people choose to tap into their talents and others just choose to ignore their talents. But you could really inspire foes, pile 2. That's how you turn your foes into fans. Okay, I think you really inspire their communication as well. Maybe you tell people, use your story, speak up, things like that. Maybe you're that type of individual. Maybe you stress on the importance of communication, and you inspire your foes like that. That is how they become your fans, honestly. All right, let's go on to pile 3. Let's see why you have foes. Okay, so you have foes because you literally just enjoy the calmness of life. You are the type of individual, pile 3, where you could be going through the most challenging situation and you would try to maintain a level head, or you may try to just be at peace, inner peace. You have that inner peace, pile 3, and because you have that inner peace, you have foes that try to stress you out or bring burdens in your life. Okay, because your foes see that you have that inner peace, and nothing they say and do can interrupt that inner peace. So you have foes that have an issue with your inner peace, for pile 3. Okay, let's see how you turn your foes into fans though. You turn your foes into fans by, what did I say? I don't make this up, you guys. Look at that. It says here, look at this, hold on. Can you see that? My mind is what does it say? Peaceful. My camera is not focusing. No matter how much I try, it's not focusing. But it says here, my mind is peaceful. It's now focusing. Yeah, so that's what I said. Your foes really attack your peace. You have foes because you have peace. Imagine that. So most of your foes are people who do not have internal peace. They I think your foes literally just try to go around attacking people who have that inner peace. That is not just you, pile 3, so don't take it personal. These foes that you have just attack people who have that inner peace. Okay, They do it with everybody that has that inner peace. So just don't take it personal. But I think you have a lot of structure in your life as well. And you inspire your foes to have that structure. You can probably talk about the importance of having routines or the importance of having healthy practices. You could just have a very calming energy about you. Maybe your voice is very calming. Maybe there is something about your overall patience that these people are inspired by. Okay, but that is how you turn your foes into fans. Okay, but these people have issues, I think, pile 3. So your foes could just be people who have a lot of internal struggles. They're not happy with themselves, and because of that they are trying to attack people like you. Yeah, you inspire your foes, you turn your foes into fans when you show them that money is not everything. You show them that there's a deeper meaning to life, there's a deeper meaning to our existence. For example, establishing a healthy dynamic with self. Because if you have a healthy dynamic with self, you're not going to attack people just because they have internal peace. You know, truly unhappy people are the ones that attack others for having a stillness and calmness about them. You know, let me tell you all something. My grandfather, when he passed away, you know, he would always say things like, still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. And it's the truth. Maybe for those of you that chose this path, you could be very quiet, or you may have a very like peaceful kind of demeanor about you, and because of that people underestimate you. They think that you are a doormat. They think that you would not speak up. They think that you do not know how to strategize. They think that you do not know how to just exude that strength. I think you have a very quiet strength about you, pile 3, and this is how you turn your foes into fans, because you show them that, you know, you don't have to be loud to be strategic. You don't have to be loud to instill fear. You still waters run deep. I'm telling you, quiet people, ooh baby, those are the ones. Those are the ones. Okay, you see a quiet person, leave them alone. You don't know what knowledge they have. You don't know what moves they can make. You really don't know. So when you see quiet people, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Take my stupid advice, you know. But yeah, you really turn your foes into fans because you show these people that money isn't everything, and if you refocus your energy, you could really have more fulfillment, you know, in life. You probably teach these people how to achieve inner peace, or inspire these people. Okay, let's see. Why does my pile 3 why does my pile 3 turn their foes into fans? How? You also show these people that erotic and sensual energy is there to help. Okay, so maybe these are the people that would think that erotic energy is like, you know, they may fall to the toxic conditioning of society and assume that erotic energy is just there to be used carelessly. But I think for you, pile 3, you show these people, you influence these people positively by telling them or letting them know that their sensual energy can be used in a very creative manner. And if you pour sexual energy into your projects, that force, that driving force, they can achieve great things. You really turn your foes into fans by your perspectives and by the passionate energy you carry about these perspectives. Okay, so you could have people come onto your platform, or you may see them in person, you know, take it how it resonates for your story. And from the moment you begin to talk about different topics and you share your different perspectives, these people become instantly inspired. Okay, you turn your foes into fans because you're good with patterns, you understand human behavior, you're just very good at observing people. Because I think, again, pile 3, you could be my quiet pile. You could be quiet observers, you could be quiet, listeners. You know, you could be that fly on the wall. time people don't know that you're just observing them. All this time you're just observing. Okay, you're good with patterns, and you probably show your foes that, hey, sometimes you just have to pay attention to patterns. If something is consistent in pattern, what does that say? Think about it. What does that say about a person? If a person is consistent with their patterns, what does that say about that individual? It says that that's who the person is. Full stop. So people could say whatever they want to say, but when you observe their patterns, pile 3, you know who people truly are, and you don't fall for words. I think this is a pile where people could tell you whatever they want to tell you, but when you observe people, you're like, okay, I know who this person is, and you just wouldn't fall for all the fluff. And maybe that is how you inspire your foes to be more observant before they just run with whatever they hear. You probably teach these people, hey, listen, sometimes you just need to take a step back and observe people. Observe before you make assumptions or before you run with whatever you hear, because people could say anything. But when you observe people and their actions, that is how you get to know who people truly are. How else does my pile 3 turn their foes into fans? What did I say? I said it before the card came out. Your perspectives. Okay? So, I said it with this card. You could have very unique perspectives, unique views. Okay? And that is how you turn your foes into fans, because they too begin to realize that, shit, I never thought about things like that. What she's saying or what he is saying might be true. Let me re-examine this. Let me re-examine my actions. Let me re-examine my thoughts. Let me re-examine my energy. So you really get your foes to do some introspection, pile 3, and that's very good. I think you all could be social media influencers that choose pile 3. Doesn't have to be. If that message does not resonate with you, don't take it. But I think for most of you, you could be social media influencers. If you are not a social media influencer, it could be that just your energy in general influences people around you in a positive manner. And that is why you turn your foes into fans, because they understand that energy is so powerful, even if it's silent, even if it's quiet. All right, let's get into pile 4. The King of Cups. Ooh, this is love. This is probably my pile. This is probably my pile. You have foes because you reject people. That's why. You have foes because you tell people no, especially in love. Like, I've noticed this in my life in particular. Whenever I reject a male, they never take it well. They never take it well. They go on a gossip campaign. They talk shit, blah, blah, blah. I honestly don't give a shit because I know who I am. So maybe for you, pile 4, you could create a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but maybe most of your foes are people that you rejected or people that show some sort of romantic interest in you, and you just blank them. You probably say, hey, you're not my type, or hey, I can't do a relationship with you because X, Y, and Z. Maybe that is your story. If that is your story, then this is definitely your pile. If this is not your story, please go choose another pile, because this is definitely about love, and that is where most of your foes are created. Okay, pile 4. So let's see. How do you turn your foes into fans? How do you turn your foes into fans? You turn your foes into fans because you're still able to maintain a smile on your face, even though these people probably try to talk shit on your name. Even though they try to create chaos in your life. You're still able to maintain that happy demeanor about yourself. That is how you turn your foes into fans, because they realize that they can't say or do anything that's gonna shake you or break you. Okay. How else does my pile 4 turn their foes into fans? Yeah. So any sort of negative energy people try to send you, you have mastered the art of transmuting that, and it just works in your favor. So when you master energy transmutation, you can allow the negative energy that people send to your whatever it is. It could be to your business, your channel, your platforms, your to you, and you can allow that energy to fuel your success. So the more, I always tell people, the more your whatever it is you have going on grows, is the more hate that is being sent to you. But you don't, well, you've mastered the art of transmuting or transforming that energy into energy that fuels your success. Y'all could look into it. It works. So yeah, the more negative energy people send to you, pile 4, is the more they actually make you successful. And that's the funny thing about it, because people think they're doing you harm, but because of your knowledge, you know how to use negative energy to your benefit. So yeah. What? Anyway, yeah, it says here pretty aura, energy sparkles. So you still, again, you maintain firmness in who you are. You are not afraid to continue to shine. You're not afraid to show your light to the world, and continue showing your light. Pile 4, continue showing that light to people. You know, that is how you turn your foes into fans, because they realize that your energy just cannot be affected. They could try what it's not going to work. Okay, so let's see, how else does my pile 4 turn their foes into fans? Yeah, you could have a community. It could be online, it could be offline. Whatever community you have, these people greatly appreciate you, and that is how you turn your foes into fans, because everybody likes you so much that these foes actually begin to question, shit, wow, I need to check myself, because if so much people love pile 4, then I really need to wonder why I hate them. You know, that kind of way. So that's how you turn your foes into fans, because they realize that everyone loves you, so they begin to question their hate. You also turn your foes into fans because you're decisive and you think clearly for yourself. Okay, so you know instantly if you want somebody in your life. You know if you don't want them in your corner. And you show these people the benefits of being decisive. So I think your foes really learn that from you. They learn the art of being decisive from you. That is how you turn your foes into fans, because they realize how much benefits there is to actually being decisive. Yeah. How else does my pile 4 turn their foes into fans? You are a peacemaker. Okay. You have a sense of humor. So these people realize that they are the ones with the problem, because in the end you just want peace. You want peace. You don't want problems. You want peace. Okay? And you laugh things off. I think for pile 4, your foes, they just realize you're gonna laugh a lot about the things that they say. You're gonna laugh about the things that they do and just brush it off, because life is short. You literally just believe that there's a higher purpose to life than to be upset about these minor disagreements and these minor nuances. Yeah. So yeah, let's see, how else do you enthusiasm enthusiasm looks good on you. Yeah, you are enthusiastic about your life and your goals, your dreams, etc. And that is how you actually turn your foes into fans, because they realize that you just gonna always stay on track no matter what. And that inspires your foes to actually stay on track with their own dreams. Because listen guys, the amount of energy it takes to be an enemy is not worth it. I'm telling you, look at the senseless wars, the senseless mass murders that happen because people don't know how to let go of shit. That is why wars happen, because people don't know how to let go and move on. They don't know. They have disagreements, they have differences, and they don't know how to live in peace with each other. Okay? Your foes realize that you're all about peace, and no matter what, they just can't get into your brain, because you're going to always stay on track with your passion, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. You understand how low vibrational hate could be, and you just don't entertain that kind of energy. Okay? And sadly, again, this is people who you would have rejected part 4. Getting people of interest that you rejected, that have an issue with you, they become fans because they realize you're just not on that kind of hate vibe. You're not on the hate train, you know. So anyway, I hope this reading was fun for you. I enjoyed doing it. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. If you like, don't forget to subscribe. If you don't like, feel free to visit another channel. Peace.